So now that you've started your business selling to other businesses in your area, small and medium-sized businesses, how do you get a list of those people to call on without having the resources like Zoominfo, Apollo, and probably some other tools that you had back in your corporate job? In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can build a list, a robust list with detailed targeting, absolutely free. So hang out for a few minutes and I'm going to walk you through the whole process. My name is Jim Burris, and I'm the founder of WRF Consulting. We help small businesses with sales management, marketing, and advertising. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through how to generate a list absolutely free. So I recently left the corporate world, and I'm selling to small and medium-sized businesses. I'm just focusing here locally in Dallas in my current market, but this will work in any market. And if you want to sell, nationally from whatever city you are, this video today will help you get that information as well. So, I don't have it in my budget right now for tools like Zoominfo, or even a couple of the other ways. There's a technique called scraping that you may have heard of. That can cost a few bucks too. So today I want to show you exactly how to get a list built for free. So what you need to do is go to your local library. If you don't have a library card, it's free. You just go in and sign up. I think you just need your driver's license or an ID or a passport, and they'll hook you up, and you can use the system the same day. And you just go to those. They have those computers that are typically like in the middle, like a couple pods of computers, and you log in, and they have access to a service called Data Axle. Data Axle is very similar to it's not 100% the same. So if you're familiar with both of them, you'll understand what I'm saying here. It's not as in depth as Zoominfo, but as far as like basic contact information and being able to find companies based on criteria, zip code, SIC code, I think is what that's the proper way to say it. You can generate a list using their tool for free. All libraries, to my knowledge, have access to that. So once you log in, you just go to, I think it says like their research, section, or you'll see a link that says something research, and you click in there and it'll say Info USA or Data Axle. I've typically seen it say Data Axle. I've gone to two separate libraries in the DFW area. And it's in different, one was in Richardson, Texas, and then one was in the city of Dallas. It looked different, but it got me to the same platform ultimately. And I'm going to show you the list that I generated here in a minute. But what you have to do there, you don't even need to take a Fire Stick to plug into their computer. You can email it to yourself from the library. A couple little nuances. It's not a very robust platform, or maybe I haven't figured out how to use it better. But I think I'm pretty savvy with that kind of stuff. So, like, I generated a list of 1,000 companies based on my search criteria. And you have to click the top, but you can only pick like 20 at a time. So, you got to click, go to what I mean? How you select all the files. You can't like just mass export. You have to go page to page, which, just budget, an hour or two, one afternoon or Sunday, whenever, to go to the library and do it. And then I just emailed it right to myself. And then once I get back home in my home office, I take those lists and I'm going to show you what I've done with them here. To filter through them so you can create the list that you need. All right, let's dive into those. Okay, now that you have your list created and you've either emailed them back or emailed them to yourself or downloaded them to a zip file or a zip, whatever those little plug-in files are, and then you've got it on your computer. I save everything. I use Microsoft products, so I have OneNote here, OneDrive, and I save the files. And then I just make a master copy, and I'll just show you what the master copy looks like. I took all the others, I think I had 7 or 8 files. I put them into one Excel file so I can filter down to what I need and remove any duplicates and companies that I don't want to work with. And you can see over here in the bottom, there's, I don't know if that's the bottom, it's pretty close to, it's 36, almost 3,700 contacts that I got for free, and companies, I should say. This is pulls by companies, and it has, let me scroll to the top here, and you'll be able to see the all the fields that you can filter, company name, parent company. Like, you'll see there's 7-Eleven in here. Like, I don't want to call, for what I'm doing, I don't want to call on 7-Eleven. So I'm just going to remove that. And then I've made all these, the same size, just so it's easier for me to preview through them. And, zip code, credit score, if that's important to you, gender. Let's get to what we really need here. So the SIC codes, and you'll see there's the phone numbers are in here somewhere. There's not a ton of emails. I will tell you that. There's another tool that I'm going to make a video on how to scrape emails, paid and for free. But again, this is just, we're not back in corporate America. We're doing our own thing now. We're building something from scratch, and this is a way to do it for essentially nothing other than your time and some energy going to the library. And here's the SIC codes. So if you weren't familiar with those and you didn't take the time to figure it out, here's the actual codes themselves, and then here's the description of them. So like, let's say that I wanted to create a list of just restaurants. I could go back to the library and just put in this SIC code 581208, and it'll create me a list of nothing but restaurants. And again, you can do this on a national level as well, which eventually I'll get to that point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter this. I'm going to organize this. I'm going to go through it. I'm not going to do it on the video because you can do that, and just filter it down to what I want to see. Basically, get all the duplicates out. I like to have everything organized because in my version of HubSpot, because I'm using the free version, I can only put 1,000 contacts in. So I want to make sure I put in there things that I want to call on, because I'm just using this as a tool right now. Later on, when I go back to using Go High Level, I would probably just filter that list and dump them all in there at once. So I'm being a little bit more strategic now in what I want to put into my HubSpot, so I can just focus on generating revenue. So I hope this video helped you and gave you some advice to get some free, essentially free contacts that you can start getting to work. It's a little bit like back in the old day where they're like, hey, go get the phone book, right? And I know there are better ways, and we're going to make some videos on how to scrape data using Google and using some AI and some automation. But if that's not in your wheelhouse right now, and this is something that's kind of your speed, this is a video that should walk you through it. If you have any questions, leave comments below, and please like and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, my email is on my webpage, and there's a link to my webpage as well, SMB Profit Blueprint. So if you happen to be a small business and you need help with sales and marketing, fractional sales leadership, advertising, sales coaching, sales training, we're here for you to do that as well. And let's go out and get some new business.